Next up, we have Weight of a Soul featuring Ark and Tylus by Isaak Wolf. As far as I understand, this is an Arknights fan song. He wrote OST there, but he clarified this is a fan song. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a Layman-Friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here musically. So if you like the sound of that, make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Members get early access, more information on that at the end of the video. Like the whole spiel has moved to the end of the video now, so yeah, don't jump to the end of the video, just wait for it, right? Disclaimers showing on your screen right now, so go ahead and pause the video if you want to read them in full. Otherwise, let's go ahead and let's do this. Weight of a Soul. Let's see what you got. Okay, so we start with our initial. This sounds like it's going to be a song because of how it repeated right away. So this would mean this is not a motif, it's a riff. Original is the O in the OST. Yeah, don't bring that to Isaak. I don't care. So we start with our initial riff, which is being played in the piano. Riffs are a much more accessible version of a motif, right? So we have a riff which contains a motif that is then put through an ostinato. Ostinato just means that you're repeating it over and over and over and over again, which is then played on either a guitar or a bass or a keyboard / piano, whatever contemporary instruments you might want. The riffs are usually used in songs instead of instrumental pieces. So songs versus pieces or tracks. The difference mainly is that songs will usually have lyrics, they're going to have singing, and the singing / lyrics are going to be the driving force of your music, whereas in pieces and tracks, your driving force is going to be your motif and how you elaborate upon it. Motif, once again, I don't think I said it already, once again, motif being the smallest version of your musical idea, the seed, the essence from which everything else comes from. Now, the reason why riffs are much more accessible than motifs is that with motifs are very, very delicate, and they are very temperamental, and they are very jealous. If you bring material that is not related enough to the motif and you put it next to the motif, your music might just fall apart. It's really difficult to compose for motifs in that sense. You need to actually know how to develop them, how to go around them, that kind of stuff, whereas riffs are a lot more flexible in that, because riffs are usually played in the accompaniment. Accompaniment being your backing band, the drums, the bass, the second guitar, whichever one is not fully on taking the spotlight. So whenever you have a riff that takes the spotlight, it's nice, it's really cool, but it's not going to have the same type of jealousy as a motif normally would. So we're having this now starting with a piano motif. Let's see where this goes.
Every soul's a ledger, every name's a mark.
Nice. So now you can hear that the piano is still playing the riff behind the vocals, and of course now we have a very, very brief intro, which was us playing the riff twice, and now we are in our first verse. We also introduced another synth a little bit further back in the mix, a little bit more subtle, slowly creeping in its sounds. So let's see where this goes. Oh, we have two vocalists. Nice. Royal Bluto, welcome to Layman. How you doing? I'm doing all right. How you doing? Oh, nice. Let's see.
So tell me now, is it worth the pain?
Is this three?
Every wind makes me go insane.
Is this three vocalists? Ooh, nice. Okay, that's two vocalists. It's two vocalists. It's just that I got a little bit confused by the change in timbre from one of them. Went from projecting the voice not as much to projecting the voice a lot more. This is a very, very common thing for vocalists to have different versions of their voice. It just helps with the range, right? So now we are having this part, which this might not be the verse. I think this might be the chorus. So in music, in song, you're gonna have verses, you're gonna have choruses. Verse is usually going to be lyrics over text. It's not gonna be as melodic as it could be. It's not going to have as much of a catchy aspect to it. You're gonna be going through a lot more lyrics through it, whereas your chorus is going to have a lot more melody. It's going to have a lot more climax in that sense. So I think in this case we're doing an intro that has more of a chorus, is giving us the preview of the chorus, and of course right now that we have both vocals doing what people will colloquially call a harmony, which stands not for harmony itself but for harmonization, or a harmonized melody, which the term is in Counterpoint. Counterpoint being the study of melodies, how they develop, how they interact, usually in the context of having two or more melodies pit one against the other. Counterpoint would have the what we call parallel motion. So let me give you a quick example, right? So yes, I have a keyboard and it's even animated to show which keys I'm pressing. I've had this all along. I just legitimate forgot to set it up. We are well over 400 LFAs in, and I legitimately forgot that I had this. It was like all I needed to do was change the audio device on contact, and you can now hear it. Yeah, I was gatekeeping the piano. I wasn't gatekeeping the piano. You know what the worst thing is? It's right here. I have not moved the keyboard. The keyboard was right here in front of me the whole time. Like, I have it right under my monitor. I'm a dude, right? I didn't see it. It was right there. I didn't see it. I completely forgot that I could do it. So yeah, no. So now you know that we have it, and yes, you can just give me shit for it, because 400 LFAs, 4 months in, and I just now discovered that I still have my keyboard working. Welcome to the Hidden Crystals, how you doing? So yes, parallel motion, let's say we have a very simple melody, right? Let's say C major, we have this. We have that is our main melody, and then for the harmonization, we're gonna say, okay, let's bring the same shape of the melody, just starting from a different point in the scale. So let's put it over here a third up. Same shape of the melody, just now we are doing it in a separate spot, and now we play both at the same time. We have parallel motion, we have a harmonized melody. So now we're doing something like that with both the male and the female vocals. Chances are we are doing some sort of inversion in this case. So instead of these being so close together, chances are we're doing a little bit of octave displacement so we can get something more dramatic, like maybe this. Something like that, right? Where we just bring down some of the notes, like you can see, right? In the keyboard, that is the normal one, and if we take the higher melody, we put it down here instead. Same notes, and we just play the other one still the same. It sounds a lot more, it sounds a lot different than just playing it. So yeah, something like that is happening. Let's just see where it goes. And we're having the other synth. Yeah, this is definitely the chorus. Variation of the piano riff. Nice! So we bring the guitars in doing what sounds to be an inversion of the original riff, and we are bringing now the first verse. What sounds to be the first verse, it sounds very pre-chorus like, but I think this could be our verse. It could just be that Isaak here is messing around with form, or as it happens many times with music, Isaak is just going with what the music dictates. This is something that happens with musicians a lot, that you will do things because the music demands it. Not so much because this is what you think is going to be best, but what you feel in your heart of hearts is what the music wants. And yes, I know I just made a very irrational analogy. Music is a very irrational medium. It's a very illogical medium. It makes very little sense, and there are a lot of things in music that are simply illogical. So one of these things, yeah, for a layman might be like, what do you mean you feel the music and this kind of stuff? Yeah, it's an actual thing. So yeah, we're bringing this and we're doing an inversion. So the concept of inversion is when you take a musical idea and you flip it upside down, right? So in this case, let's bring back our ever so trusty C major motif. If we were to invert it, that means we're playing it upside down. Simple as. Or we could even do like a proper inversion, which would makes us go, instead of going up, we go down. Same thing. And then if you play them both together, you can make a lot of combinations with this. But yeah, I think we're doing an inversion of the riff that we had at the beginning, which would indicate some sort of contrast. Let's see where it goes. The first motif with some percussion. Ooh. Oh man, the percussion changes so much. So yeah, we bring in our some orchestral percussion to come with the original piano riff, original piano riff / motif, and it goes to show how important these are, right? I have to bring it up. If you want to listen to another example of how just important your accompaniment can be, listen to the intro of The Mirror by Dream Theater. Mirror by Dream Theater, you have the guitar in the first minute doing the exact same thing. John, 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 John. 1 full minute of that. Then the drums, the keyboard, the bass, they change around the guitar every few repetitions. And there are points when it's genuinely difficult to tell that the guitar is still doing the same thing. It is absolutely insane. I highly recommend it, at least the intro. So, yeah, let's see. Welcome back, Victoria. Let's see where this goes. So, yeah, we're having the really cool piano riff. So, I would say here we are having what is called a pre-chorus. Is not quite as climactic as the chorus. It's not quite, so I think we had this yesterday with I Prevail. So the intro was a quick version of the verse, then a quick version of the pre-chorus, and then a quick version of the chorus. So verse 1, pre-chorus 1, chorus 1. Now we're in verse 2, pre-chorus number 2. And now you can hear that there are more orchestral elements being added. I think we're adding some cello, some double basses. Let me hear a bit more. Yes, we're adding some of the cellos, some of the basses, double basses. Nice. Oh, really cool. And chorus number 2, I think. Not pre-chorus. Pre-chorus, we're still building up towards. We have one violin higher ups, bringing in an extra melody. Harmonized melody. There we go, chorus number 2. Oh, this is so good. Wait, we've had this melody before. So that was the chorus. Okay. This is very confusing, but we are still, like, it turns out this is a little bit skewed, but we're still, now we're in what we would call a break. No, verse 3. Verse 3 just had a quick instrumental intro. Nice. Each prayer cracks the heavens, each fell's a chain that grows. I don't know if he's using autotune or not. It kinda sounds like it. it kind of sounds like we're using autotune for this one. I'm not entirely sure, so I don't want to levy the accusation, but it kind of sounds like it to me. I'm not entirely sure. I despise autotune as a way of replacing talent. I like his voice so far, so I don't see why you would need to use autotune for something like this. Like, the imperfections are what make these things really good. So yeah, no. Yeah. I just wanted to make that comment. Let's see where it goes.
The story's never given. It's only what it
We bring back the harmonized melody. We have the orchestral elements in the background. We have the synth. Oh, something really cool here would be some French horns.
break the marrow, crush the bone, carve the tally, stone by
Pre-chorus.
stone. Every oath a broken chain, every step repeats the pain.
And now we are having the male and female voices doing what we call a call and response. Call and response, very simply, is just a musical conversation. You're having the male voice saying a little bit. When the male voice stops, the female voice starts. When the female voice stops, the male voice starts. Musical conversation, call and response goes back and forth. Very, very nice way of developing material. Very cool way of adding extra drama. Let's see where it goes.
Let your bleeding names decay, but the dirt won't wash away. Count
Maybe the autotune is sci-fi like voice or echo. Then it would be more pronounced though. Then it would be more like a vocal box or a vocoder. I always forget the name of this one. You know, the type that that artists like Daft Punk use. Usually you don't want it to be hard to spot. If you want it to be used for the context of making the voice sound more sci-fi-esque, you're gonna make that a lot more pronounced. Because autotune has a very... It has acquired, rightfully so, a very bad rap. Because it's like the training wheels of musicians, of singers. Same as if you ever see a guitarist, really good guitarist, but they have like a little pad on the second or the first or second fret. That's basically like watching a BMX, a BMX. Is it BMX? BMX. Yeah, BMX bicycles, like seeing a BMX bicycle person with training wheels. It makes very little sense why you would have somebody like this. Like, imagine this, right? Like, imagine seeing somebody like this doing these insane tricks with training wheels behind. With training wheels on the back. Like, it completely takes away so much of it, and it casts doubt about whether or not the person actually has the talent, which I consider to be a massive disservice, because so far these have been incredible voices, this has been an incredible track, and I don't want to think that autotune was used here to try and fix the voice of one of the singers. I just don't want that. I just don't want that to be true. I want to be wrong about this. So, yeah, I hope that answered the question. Let's see where it goes.
the sinners, count the saints, all their names become the same. Scars of silence, marks of ash, souls are numbered, souls are
So we are having some orchestral
trash.
elements added over here.
Every last
So we have something really cool that we're having over here on top of the call and response is that we replaced the piano, the riff in the piano. We've added it now in the orchestra. We've brought in what sounds to be a simple string orchestra. Simple, right? So, 2 sets of violins, a set of viola, a set of cello, a set of double basses. Most likely these are virtual instruments because who the hell can afford a live orchestra? And we are doing the piano riff via the orchestra. What is this from? Arknights. This is an Arknights fan song. I mean, he says OST, and right here he says this is not an official Arknights theme. So I don't know. Ask Isaak. As Isaak, my understanding, as he explained to me, is that this is an Arknights fan soundtrack. So yes, I don't know why he put OST in the title. I don't care. This is still a good song. So we're having this, and something I would add that I love adding for parts like this, especially because we had the previous section doing this kind of thing, French horns. adding some French horns with a leaping type of melody that kind of goes around the vocals. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing, and it adds so much drama. French horns are a tricky instrument to write for at times, but if you get it right, like some like mezzo piano to mezzo forte French horns, like while these are going through their back and forth, having the French horn kind of like take off in the background just elevates everything to such an interesting way. Like, this is still good. This is still good. It's just what I would have done, right? Let's see where this goes. We're bringing back the piano a little bit, some of the synths. Okay, there we go. The drums are coming back. Pre-chorus. This is an extended pre-chorus. Oh, now we have 3 layers of vocals. Nice. Oh, and we're slowly hearing the band creeping in from the back. That harmonized melody. And you can hear in the background. Last one, welcome to Layman. Good to see you, yeah. Yeah, this is the melody from the chorus, but we're doing this not very climactic chorus number 3. Not that climactic. This is very like by now. This is when you want the climax to have already happened. This is when you want the voices projecting as loud as they can. You want to bring the grandioseness of all of this, and yes, we're doing this, and it's an interesting approach, a risky approach. It's a very risky approach. Let's just see how it ends. Let's see, because this is chorus number 3. There we go. You see? There you go. So I would say the climax came a little bit late over here. Usually you want it within the last minute, within the final 1 to 2 minutes of the track. Still, this is still the climax, just a little bit late than what I think would be optimal. What I think doesn't matter that much now, does it? Let's see where this goes. Ooh, interesting. Okay. How are you gonna end this? So we do one run of this. We go back to the piano with the synths. And we leave it with a half cadence on top. So I would say, yes, this final chorus, we have a quick outro, and there's our structure for this song. I would say the chorus is divided into 2 parts. It's a two repetition kind of thing. I think the third chorus should have had the metal band coming in the whole way through instead of bringing it halfway through. That's not the vision that Isaak had. Fair enough. And yeah, we finished this with a half cadence. So, when it comes to music, you are doing one of 2 things. You are building tension or you're resolving that tension. That point in between we call the cadence. Now, there is one in particular that stands very, very different from all the rest, which is a half cadence. Half cadence is when you build the tension and you intentionally do not resolve it in the current section, usually to leave it for the next section or the next song to resolve it. So if we were to bring our trusty piano over here, let's use our trusty C major. Here we have a very lovely chord progression, which you can hear. We're building the cadence, building towards the cadence. Here starts the cadence. Here's the cadence resolved. A half cadence would be, of course, bringing this forward. We have the cadence, we build the cadence, and we don't resolve it. That is a half cadence. I'm going to resolve it because I'm not a dick. So, no. So when it comes to these serve a very good purpose, especially if you're doing something like a concept album or you want to lead the audience into the next song. I have done this as well. let me do some self-promotion, if I may. So, I have a song called Second Conquest. Second Conquest by myself. Warning, this is symphonic, orchestral, melodic death metal with Mongolian throat singing. I love it, but, it's very intense. And Second Conquest, the outro ends with a half cadence that is then resolved in the song as we march. These songs are meant to play back to back. And, is really effective to use a tense chord, like a diminished chord. Like whatever you use for your cadence. It can be the good old, just the regular dominant chord. Let me bring this so that it's not on my head. The dominant chord, dominant seventh chord. You can use your diminished, whichever one it is, as long as the point is that the cadence remains unresolved. So yeah, it can be stronger, can be weaker, however you want. And yes, if you play Second Conquest and immediately you play As We March after, Second Conquest ends with a half cadence that is then resolved in As We March. So yeah, you're having that, and that's how we end. So good stuff overall. I would say the one big criticism I would have would have just been the third chorus. I would have just done the full metal part over there. Not a big deal, really. Like, it's the biggest criticism. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I think it still worked really well, especially because it left me wanting, like, okay, where's the climax? There's the climax kind of thing. And then, of course, I can't confirm nor deny the existence of autotune in the male voice. I hope there wasn't. I really hope I'm wrong and that my ears were just playing tricks on me, because I just dislike autotune. But yeah, there you go. That was Weight of a Soul, featuring Ark and Tylus by Isaak Wolf, a Arknights fan soundtrack. Once again, everybody, this has been a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician and composer, and my objective here has been to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what's happened here, musically. So, if you're watching this on the YouTube video archive thing, thank you for watching. Make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, everybody, if we somehow hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube before Christmas of 2025, which is an actual real possibility right now, it blows my mind that it is possible. Thank you once again, everybody, for being here. I do not take this for granted. I am grateful every single day that I get to do this at all, and that any of you like it to begin with. So, thank you once again. So if we somehow hit 10,000 before Christmas, I will take a single fan fiction of the choice of the community, and I will fully produce, record, and voice act an audiobook for it. We have another member of the community who offered to do a Discord Nitro giveaway, so if you have anything to offer for that, or if you have any more ideas for me to build hype, let me know. Just reach out and we'll do everything. This has to be achieved through legitimate and honest means only. No account duping, no botting, no buying followers, no rat behaviors like that. Go share the videos, the streams with your friends, with your families, with your family's friends, with your friends' families. Those are two very distinct concepts, by the way. Go use the hype function on YouTube. I don't know how it works, but we have a group on the Discord that does. Link down below. Go check out, go coordinate with them. Artists, Isaak, any other artist on YouTube, if you would like collaborations with me, if you want some Mongolian throat singing, the good old kind of thing, or some guitars, or some voice acting, or some singing from me, just reach out, let me know. We'll make it happen. And if you know any artists that might benefit from my skills, let them know. Do not spam anyone, do not harass anyone, though. Don't be a rat. Members get early access to the content. I schedule the videos for the week on Saturdays, and if you are a paid member on YouTube, regardless of your tier, you get access to the videos on Saturdays when I schedule them. If you want to listen to this without me interrupting every 3.5 seconds, I will be linking it in the description down below. If you want to request a song and you are not on the live stream, go to the pinned comment on this channel. If you are on the stream, you can go ahead and start requesting now. And if you're not on the stream, check the pinned comment by me. It has the instructions on what to do. And if you want to catch the streams when they happen live, we aim for Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central European Time. If you're not in Europe, do not worry. We have the full up-to-date streaming schedule showing in your local time zone in the Discord and the Twitch channels, both linked down below. So, if you live in Rumford, South Dakota, and you're like, yeah, but what time is 6 p.m. in Hungary? I don't live there. Don't worry, just go to the Discord or the Twitch, both linked down below, and just it's going to show up in your local time zone, and there you go, nothing to worry about. And follow the gaming channel. I have a gaming channel because, of course, I have a gaming channel. Games are Basterd. That's where we put the recordings of the gaming after shows when they happen. They get recorded on the main channel's live stream, and then the recordings go on the YouTube gaming channel. Link down below, or just search on YouTube, same username as James R. Basterd. Just swap the J for a G, and you got it. And yeah, there you go. That was Weight of a Soul, Arknights, fan OST, fan soundtrack. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Really good stuff. But yeah, let's move on.